Hey guys, today we are going to say about application load balancer. So load balancer is used to distribute the traffic from user to multiple computing. Okay, so before going to application load balancer, we need a compute, right? It's EC2. So I'm going to launch an EC2 instance. So I'm going to click launch instance. Yeah, I'm going to create a EC2 instance. So I'm going to create a two instance. Yeah, I'm going to choose the T2 Micro and Amazon Mission Linux image. So keeper, I'm not going to use keeper. So here we are going to access with the HTTP port. So I'm going with proceed without a keeper. And in networking, click edit. I'm going to create a new security group. Yeah, so I don't need SSH. So I'm going to remove this and add only HTTP security group role. I'm selecting anywhere for now. And configuration storage will be the same, and I need to add a user data. So this will give you the HTML along with the server host name. Okay, so it will give you the instance IP as well. Click launch instance. Yeah, as you can see, two instance has been launched. So I'm going to check these instances in the EC2, and here you can see two instances are running. So I'm going to change one of the instance name. So that will be instance 2. Yeah, instance name has been changed. I'm going to check one of the instance IP. Let me copy this IP, check it in the browser. Yeah, I'm able to access this instance to the public IP. So similarly, I'm going to check the other instance, which is instance 2. Yeah, this is my web instance 2. So I'm going to copy this instance IP as well. Put it in browser. Yeah, I'm able to access this as well. So if you check the other public IP and this public IP, you can see instance ID is changing right here. So that means we are accessing two different EC2 instance. Okay, now we have running EC2 instance with the web server. So now I am going to load balancers. Here you can see we don't have any load balancer. So click create load balancer. Yeah, here you can see different types of load balancer and those load balancers explanation. Okay, so application load balancer, network load balancer, gateway load balancer, and we also have classic load balancer, which is previous generation. Since we are not going to use mostly this classic load balancer, which is previous generation, I'm going to skip this and going to create application load balancer in this lecture. Okay, so application load balancer works on HTTP and HTTPS port, which is layer 7 in networking. Okay, so if you could have learned OSI model, 7th layer is application layer, and ALB works on that 7th layer, and it uses the HTTP and HTTPS port only. And network load balancer works on TCP UDP ports, which is network layer 4. Okay, so it can use TLS as well, which is SSL certificate. So it is ultra high performing network load balancer. Okay, so it handles millions of requests per second. Okay, when you need a high performing network load balancer, you need to choose network load balancer, and it works on network layer 4. And gateway load balancer is a new load balancer that launched on 2020. It will give you the extra security for your application. Like there is called GNU protocol that we need to use third-party appliance that have a security related on networking, and then once every security complaints are passed, then it will route your traffic to our application. Okay, now I'm going to create application load balancer. Okay, click create. Yeah, so I'm going to give a load balancer a name. So there is a scheme. One is internet facing and one is internal, which means in internet facing is public ALB and internal is private ALB. And we can give a load balancer IP type. I'm going to give IPv4. Okay, so and the VPC, I'm going to select the default VPC, and I'm going to select all availability zones. Okay, yeah, I have selected all availability zones. So in security group, it's selected as default. So I'm going to create a new security group for ALB. Yeah, security name would be ALBSG demo. And description also same. Okay, and I'm going to add inbound rules. Click add rule, and this would be HTTP because we are going to access the load balancer in HTTP protocol. So anywhere IP4 for now. So outbound is the same. Okay, create security group. Okay, now you can see LB-SG-demo security group has been created. So I'm going to choose that security group here. Okay, ALB-demo. No, sorry, ALB-SG demo. It is easy to security group, right? So yeah, and uncheck default, and yeah. Now it is selected the newly created security group for ALB. So now all set on security group. Now listeners and routing. So here is the part. We need to create a target group before creating a application load balancer. So here you can see we don't have any target group here. So we need to create a target group which will have a EC2 instance. So we have a EC2 instance that we created earlier, right? 2 EC2 instance. We need to add those 2 EC2 instance on this target group. Yeah, here you can see choose target type instances. There are other types as well. We can add IP address, lambda function, other application load balancer, but we are going to choose instance because we have EC2 instance. And the target group name, okay, and it will be HTTP port 80 port and IPv4, and HTTP1 is fine, so it will also support HTTP/2, and health check HTTP protocol, and / is fine. So if you click advanced health checks here, you can see we can select traffic port, which means EC2 instance port. Okay, or we can click override. This is advanced topic, but leave it as a traffic port and click next. Yeah, here you can see two EC2 instances that we launched. You need to select all of those. Okay, and port will be 80 port, right? So include as pending below. So it will be added to the target groups, right, as a pending, and then create a target group. Yeah, now target group has been created with the EC2 instance that we created. Okay, it will take some time to become healthy. Okay, so now you can see health status is unused, so it will take at least 30 seconds to become healthy. So refresh this. Yeah, this target group will be unused till we add this target group to load balancer. So we have created a target group. Let me go to load balancer and add this target group in that load balancer. And yeah, so since we clicked the target group, we have to again click create load balancer and create ALB. Yeah, name the ALB. So internet facing IP address VPC. So we have already created a security group, so we are going to choose that security group. Okay, and now here we are going to choose the target group that we selected, this one. Okay, then that's it. Now click create load balancer. Okay, so I need to select all of this availability zones. Click create load balancer. So now load balancer is in provisioning state. So once this status become available, target group will become healthy. So we will check once this status become available. Yeah, now the load balancer status become available, which means active. So if you check target group now and refresh the target group, yeah, you can see both of the instances are in healthy status. Now if you go to load balancer and take the DNS of the load balancer, okay, so DNS name is here, so copy this DNS name and we're gonna hit this DNS name. Yeah, we can access the target group. If you refresh this again and again, see the IP address is changing, which means load balancer is working fine by distributing the IP. Okay, now load balancer is distributing traffic to all of those EC2 instance. If I go to the EC2 instance, so if I stop this one of the EC2 instance, so load balancer will make this unhealthy. Okay, so click instance state and stop instance. Yeah, stop. Yeah, now you can see one instance has been stopped. If we check the target group and refresh it, see that instance has been unused status. Okay, so if you hit this DNS, okay, it will route you to the same EC2 instance that is running currently. Okay, that's the benefit of load balancer, that your application won't be crashed. And if I go to that instance and run again, Yeah, now this instance is running. If you check the target group now, yeah, it is become healthy again. And if you click the DNS name, it will route you to the different EC2 instance. Okay, yeah, this is how load balancer, application load balancer works and give the benefits of distributing the traffic. That's it for this lecture. You will again see more features of ALB next session. Okay, thank you.